Hello everybody, my name is Ryan and this is lesson 33 of learning JavaScript. In this lesson we will be learning about document.getElementsByTagName, which is a built-in method of the document object. Okay, so what I've done is I've created an unordered list, which is basically just a whole bunch of bullets, and I also have an empty div on the screen. I want to be able to output some content into that div. So specifically what I'm thinking is I want to output apples, oranges and kiwis, one underneath each other, into the div tag. So I need a way with JavaScript to get all of these ally tags. So we've learned so far about one way of doing that. We could give an ID to each one of them. And then we could use document.getElementById. But that's a lot of work, because then we have to do that for each and every individual ally tag. So I'm not going to do that. Another way we learnt about was using component arrays. And that actually is a very good solution. But unfortunately, component arrays only works for images, links, and forms. So we're then going to have to use a different method, and that's where document.getElementsByTagName comes in. Notice the word elements is plural, so that means more than one. And by tag name, so we can actually give it the name of a tag, like the li tag or the ul tag. So you give it the name of a tag, and then it goes and retrieves every single one of those tags in the entire body section of the document. And it puts them into an array. So once it's in an array, then it's easy, because then you can just loop around that array. So let's see how this works. Let's go to the JavaScript. Once the document is loaded, we are going to create a variable which is going to become our array, and we're going to use document.getElements. Notice the S on the end, by tag name, and the tag that I'm interested in is the ally tag. So allies is now an array, so you can see that by going block.innerHTML equal to allies square bracket 0 dot innerHTML. So there you can see it prints the word apples. So if I use allies square bracket 1, I get oranges and so on. So remember, allies square bracket 1 refers to the entire ally tag. So to get the content of that, I use the inner HTML property. Okay, so I want to do it for all of them. So the clever way to do it would be to use a for loop. Start at 0, because the array starts at 0. Less than allies dot length. Allies is an array, x plus plus. If any of this is unfamiliar to you, then please revise the array lesson and the lesson on for loops. Okay, so let's have a look. I guess what I'll need to do is use a plus equals to concatenate, and then probably also either a space or a BR or something to separate them. Okay, so it's giving me oranges 3 times. I need it to give me apples, oranges and kiwis. So this 1 should actually be the X rather than a 1, and that way it will change along with the for loop. There we go, apples, oranges, kiwis. And that is our lesson on document.getElementsByTagName.